our amiable and indefatigable Governor of Borno State, His Excellency Professor Babakar State in 2019, and of course taking over of this place from Nana Sabe to BOGIS by the Executive Secretary in January of the face of this organization has honestly changed. In this note, may I have the singular honor and privilege to invite the Executive Secretary to deliver his address of welcome.
Welcome address is being delivered by me, the chairman of BOGIS, not executive secretary. Sir. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, Professor Umara Zulum, MNI Fellow, the General Society of Engineers, CON. The Right Honorable Speaker, Borno State House Assembly, ably represented by the House Committee on Budgets, Honorable Wajaba, thank you, sorry. The Secretary to the State Government, the Head of Service, our brand new Deputy Chief of Staff, members of the Executive Council here present, Permanent Secretaries, Senior Special Assistant, my colleagues, Chairman, and members of sister organization, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Your Excellency, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome Your Excellency in spite of your busy schedule. Your Excellency, your presence today is a reflection of your support and commitment to governance, productivity, and excellence. We are all inspired by your gracious presence, sir. It is with great sense of accomplishment that I welcome you to the official commissioning of auditorium and media studio built by the service. It is a commitment on part of the Executive Secretary and his management team to the capacity development and sustainable growth of the revenue and the revenue of the service and the state, which align with the vision of Your Excellency, under whose leadership the service has recorded unparalleled achievements in sphere of its activities, including the projects that are being commissioned today. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as the sole agency in the state saddled with the management and administration of land, the service is determined not only to provide robust and digitalized land administration, but to entrench sustainable and efficient land administration to achieve this onerous objective. It became imperative for the service to put in place the necessary infrastructure to carry out this enormous task effectively. Today's ceremony is further in the mainstream. I wish to once again thank Your Excellency, Professor Babagana. I wish to once again thank Your Excellency, Professor Babagana, Professor Engineer Babagana Umara Zulum, CON, Nigerian Society of the Executive Governor of Borno State, for gracing this occasion. I equally want to thank all the VIP here present and the distinguished guests for making this occasion memorable. Salaam alaikum. Thank you, sir.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I now have the singular honor and privilege to invite the Executive Secretary BOGIS to give an overview of the BOGIS Auditorium and BOGIS Studio in BOGIS headquarters.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, Engineer Professor Babagana Marasulu, other distinguished personalities here present, may I crave your indulgence to stand on the existing protocol. Your Excellency, sir, as my board chairman has welcomed you to this historic event, may I express our happiness to you by your presence in our premises today. Your Excellency, as you may recall, this board was inaugurated in the year 2020 to replace the defunct Ministry of Land and Survey after you assented to the bill establishing this agency, which is mandated to, amongst others, conduct efficient and reliable service delivery in land management and administration, implement sustainable practices for land tenureship and title certification in the state, develop and maintain a database of all lands within the state, deploy the use of technology within the state for efficient planning and management. In the last 5 years, to prove delivery of these objectives, you have signed over 2,500 certificates of occupancy. This is in wide contrast to what was obtained in the past, where only about 1,700 certificates were signed from 1999 till you assumed the mantle of leadership. You have also approved over 2,000 consents requested from you for deeds of assignment, legal mortgages, and others as mandated by law. BOGIS has generated about 5 billion in the year under review while processing these applications and processes. To further implement its objectives, the agency needs to carefully and professionally engage all stakeholders involved in the built industry in its activities. To this end, the agency has executed several projects with its little resources to have careful engagements and advocacies with the relevant stakeholders. I will continuously name stakeholders till the end of my address because we are all stakeholders in the land administration. No matter what your capacity is, no matter who, no matter what is your life endeavor, you rely on land, and as such you are a critical stakeholder. Your Excellency, the following projects are scheduled to be commissioned this afternoon by your humble self. 1. The construction and furnishing of a 180-seater capacity auditorium, and then the construction and furnishing of a mini media studio. These initiatives are in traditional institutions and all others in the build industry. It will be used for site board meetings before land acquisitions for a variety public interest where all landholders will be present, training for staff and tertiary institution students, as we currently have a lot of IT students, workshops, meetings, and other related engagements where necessary. Secondly, the agency, as we all know, is a technical one in nature, and the need for continuous sensitization, community engagement, awareness creation, and the rest on its activities and trends need to be oversized. Technology has made it easy to engage the public without necessarily meeting with them and avoid paying of huge amounts of money in terms of airtime and conventional studio work hours. This studio has aimed to use strong social media tools like the YouTube channel, Twitter Space, Reddit network, and a host of others. The use of these platforms will surely have wide coverage, including those in diaspora, on the happenings in the agency and the state in general with regard to land management and administration. The board and management had 3 cardinal objectives while they took up their activities. 1. Timely service delivery. 2. Revenue generation. 3. Enhancing staff welfare while fighting corruption within the system. This will continue, inshallah. With today's event, we shall roll out several activities that will prove that BOGIS is not all about demolition, revocation, or ground rents. We intend to convene a town hall meeting where burning issues on land shall be deliberated upon for sustainability of all initiatives in the land-related sector of our state. Your Excellency, after saying much, May I use this opportunity to, on behalf of the board and management of the agency, appreciate your support and political backing in implementing our cardinal objectives. May I also convey the pleadings of my staff to you on the gracious approval of the following. 1. Recruitment and permanenting of staff as we are facing a manpower drought. 2. Provision of more computers and technical instruments. 3. Provision of field and utility vehicles. Finally, Your Excellency, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I at this point show my sincere appreciation to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, Engineer Professor Babagana Umara Zulum, MNI, for finding time to commission this project amid his tight schedules in delivering the fruits and dividends of democracy while implementing the 25-year development plan of our state. Thank you for
Well delivered. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Umara Zulum, MNI, FNSC, Secretary to the Borno State Government, the outgoing Head of Service, the Deputy Chief of Staff, honorable members of the Borno State House of Assembly, honorable commissioners and members of the Executive Council, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Like an oak tree, if you have seen one, you have seen all. We are coming to the apogee of this occasion as His Excellency the Executive Governor of Borno State is about to deliver his address. The former land survey generates about 68 million naira annually. And you have heard it from the Executive Secretary, they have generated about 5 billion over the period of 2019 till date. From 68 million naira, they move on to 200, 400. Now they are talking about 1.4 billion and of course still counting. So this is how good governance is like. And good governance goes with the leadership. And who is the leader? The governor himself. That's the governor that sneezes and other governors catch cold. Well, the studio associate I have gone around and I've seen it. It's a Mark II camera studios with a high impedance digit system plus a good soundproofing. This studio would go a long way in projecting the image of not only BOGIS, but with teaching what Borno State is doing to other parts of the world. The auditorium is also a good environment for them to conduct their affairs. Without wasting much of the time, may I humbly invite the Secretary to the State Government to invite His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, for subsequent deliverance of his address.
His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, Professor Engineer Babagana Umara Zulum, CON, MNI, FNSC, FNIAE, I beg for your indulgence to start on the existing protocol. I have the singular honor and privilege to invite His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, the People's Governor, the world's best governor, to make his address, Your Excellency. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم The Secretary to the Borno State Government, members of the Borno State House of Assembly that are here, members, Deputy Chief of Staff, members of the Borno State Executive Council, special advisors, chairman and members of this agency, the executive secretary of BOGIS, permanent secretaries, other invited guests, Assalamu alaikum. It is my singular honor to be here personally to grace this important event. In continuation of my solemn pledge at the onset of this administration to transform the Ministry of Land and Survey into a robust, digitalized outfit under the executive government. We are here again today to commission a few projects in the Borno State Geographic Information Service, BOGIS. As mentioned in my speech during the inauguration of the board of this agency, the aim is to remove all bureaucratic red taping in issues relating to land titles, registrations, and other land-related matters. When we appointed the executive secretary of the BOGIS, the staff of this agency felt they would deal with him. Perhaps because of the tiny nature of his structure. But I believe he dealt with them very well. What matters is not about the age of a particular person or about his structure, but what matters is about the integrity and capacity of the person to manage the organization well. And I believe he is doing well, and we commend him. I understand the projects we are here to commission are fruits of well-articulated designs of the board and management of this agency, which have been executed with meager funds available in the agency as cost of collection and administrative charges. These projects form part of the growth steps of this organization that was inaugurated some 5 years ago. All those structures that you have seen rehabilitated or constructed are done within the meager amount of money that was released to the agency as their collection fee, only 5%. I've never released, no money was released to the agency to construct all these structures that you have seen. Once again, for his presidency, I want to also commend the chairman, the executive secretary, and also the chairman and members of his board for giving him the desired support. This will never be visible without the support of the staff of the agency. I believe we have some special assistants that were recruited. They are giving him the support, and let me also use this opportunity to commend them. Indeed, the commissioning of these projects will help in the enhancement of how land management administration is being handled using technology and geospatial services in the state. This administration has prioritized the use of technology in its activities, including e-land management that has till date improved the revenue generation, easy processing of land title documents, and encouraging transparency of the staff. Looking at other sources of revenue to sustain our developmental projects is imperative for us as we face the global dwindling of the resources. I'm pretty sure that in well-articulated components, land management and administration will fetch greater finances from a well-planned design society. At this point, I need to remind all assemblies to hold their own part of the bargain by remitting to government what is due to it with regards to land in terms of ground rents to other chargeable fees. I'm also calling on the people of Borno State to come and pay their dues as and when due. Because time will come whereby they will be looking for their certificates and then they will not get it. Inshallah. The earlier the better for you. Relevant sections of the law will be used to deal with defaulters. The government has put in place all mechanisms for efficient service delivery. I'm listening to the remarks that were made by the chairman and the executive secretary. They have been complaining about the depth of manpower in this agency. First and foremost, after conducting the scrutiny, then I will not hesitate to provide additional staff if necessary that cannot be identified within the system. But look at the system very well. Look at Ramat as well as the local government system, and identify hard-working people. But inshallah, I'm ever ready to fill in the gaps. All other requests that you have mentioned, I want you to articulate them and send to the office of the Secretary of State Government for consideration, inshallah. Since you are doing well, there is a need for us to also help you. On the issue of revenue generation, we have done well. But inshallah, we shall do more. Up to now, I don't think there is any state in Nigeria that is collecting lower fees in terms of land charges than Borno State. Up to now. The same person who has a house in Kano and in Kaduna will pay 5 times or 10 times more than that of Borno State. Yet, when we increase fees, they will complain. However, the last time when we pronounced increment in fee was about 5 years ago, making some certain amendments where necessary. I'm not saying that I should increase the land charges under this hard economic situation. But there are some certain fees that we must increase. We are still paying, I think, a great amount of either 2 or 3 naira per square meter. 1 naira per square meter inside the Jari. While that particular person who has a Jari is paying about 15 naira or 20 naira in Kaduna or in Abuja. So we shall look into it and then demarcate the city according to the densities that you have enumerated before. Low density, high densities. So that those that can afford to support the state government so that we can provide services needed to the good people of Borno State. You can see good roads within Maiduguri. Street lights, water supply and health facilities. Just a few days ago, we approved projects worth over 40 billion naira to be embarked in Borno State. Among these projects are construction of about 6 or 7 new general hospitals. One in Mabuneri, one in Bujo, Bikwa, Mafa, Adere, Uba, amongst others. The construction of modernization of road from Goboru Tangari to Kaswansharo up to United Shoe Company will resume very soon. Many more projects are coming up in the state. Construction of 3 megas will complete demolition of all the schools that are surrounding Mogolis. Mogolis Secondary School, Mogolis Junior Secondary School, Alias 3, amongst others, are part of our initiative
provide projects to the doorsteps of the community. Then we need funding to execute these projects. I believe children should listen to what we are saying. I want also to commend the chairman and members of the staff, and members of the board as well as the staff for providing the needed support. These are the ministration pledges and unflinching commitment to the provision of quality and functional service delivery to our citizens. On our part, the government will give all the necessary support to ensure all the laudable goals of the project is achieved for the betterment of our people. Thank you all and may God bless you.
You have heard it all. This is the speech of Mr. Walker. Nothing good comes easy.